What's good, y'all? What's good? Thank y'all for tapping in here today. This is another live stream. We're going to talk about these crypto markets. So as y'all prepare to tap in with me, make sure that y'all drop a comment and say what's good. The last stream we had a few days ago was popping. So again, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. So as you join, drop a comment, say what's good. Tell me where you located at in this world, and we're going to be diving in. Let me play some music to get y'all started. Let's get to it. NFTC by C Will.
C Will. PIN. This song is about love, life, and crypto. At the beach, feet in the sand, Kailua Beach, where we stand. I don't think y'all understand. It's 5 years when we plan. Sun beaming on 82, the sky blue, water blue, Eva bird in the sky too. Let me go get fly too, with new shoes, fresh feet, chain hanging, matching tee. Gold tooth to match my ring, nice queen to match the king. Don't trip, it's overnight. Round trip on a big flight, touchdown for a big night. Crypto change my life. Stick to my SOPs. DJing with NFTs. Mutants versus zombies. Guana NFTs. Sweep the floor on Wu-Dang. Still bumping that Wu-Tang. Algorand, blockchain. Bomber on the block, man. They came through, took a seat on the phone. NFT, they came through. I popped my piece. Next stop, NYC. You can feel the chemistry. Vibing, feel the energy. I can see the synergy. Ballin', that's the remedy. At the beach, feet in the sand, Kailua Beach, where we stand. I don't think y'all understand. It's 5 years when we plan. Sun beaming on 82, the sky blue, water blue, Eva bird in the sky too. Let me go get fly too, with new shoes, fresh feet, chain hanging, matching tee. Gold tooth to match my ring, nice queen to match the king. Don't trip, it's overnight. Round trip on a big flight, touchdown for a big night. Crypto change my life. All the scenery, trees and greenery, cryptocurrency, stake my currency. First to the research, deep dive feet first. On the beat, berserk, on the block we work. Sell a whole shuffle, make it all double. Sell a whole shuffle, what we call hustle. Dripping the faucet, even when they tax. Hydrate, I relax, God did facts. Trade my currency, swap my currency. See me currently in different countries. Yeah, we sell out, never hand out. Put the brand out, now we stand out. Now we stand out, now we stand out, now we stand out.
Again, y'all, that's C Will NFTC to give y'all some fire. So again, as you join the stream, make sure you leave a comment and say what's good. Tell me where you at. Let me know what's popping. How you feeling right now? Markets are going crazy. Again, on Monday, it went crazy when we were streaming, and it's going crazy again on Thursday. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about the Ethereum pullback, explaining a few things. We'll be going into the crypto panic in general, and we're going to tap into Algorand, Axelar's outlook, and then Kaspa's price action. And again, hit some charts. Let me know what y'all want to cover, and we're going to get it popping. So to start this thing off here, let me start y'all off with some Ethereum information for y'all. So this is what's happening today on Ethereum. Let's zoom in here. So Ethereum dropped over 6% as the crypto market cap fell 4.2 to about 3.8 trillion, right? So now we had about 3.7 trillion at the time of this video, with 2.8 billion in liquidation from leverage positions since Monday. This happened 1.7 billion on Monday, another 2.8 billion. A trader turned $100,000 deposit into 300 million long position in Ethereum in 4 months, realizing a profit of 6.8 million after closing the trade. Damn, 100,000 to 300 million. That's crazy. 4-month trade, 100 racks to 300 million. That's a blessing for them. Ethereum price dipped below 4,000, hitting 3,999 before rebounding to 4,037, making a 3% drop. So essentially, it happened where Ethereum is dropping like crazy. So if we look at it right here, let's go out. This is when the takeoff happened in July, a beautiful July. We peak out at almost 5,000, was at 4,955. And then zoom in, we get this happening. We go on a channel essentially after that peak for 31 days. The whole channel is essentially here to here, 47 days, right? Ethereum hit this bottom, and let me zoom in. So this bottom here, double bottom, you can see is 3,825. Y'all let me know if you caught the bottom for 3,825. So this is the bottom that we're at. We need this line to hold. Ethereum has to hold essentially 3,900, preferably 4,000, or we could definitely go lower, y'all. And going lower is not what we want to see. So that's where we at right here. And we're going to go back. So this is what happened. I'm thinking a liquidity, the liquidate people situation is happening. They're trying to get rid of the leverage longs. A lot of people are taking profits because they made gains. If you bought about 4 or 5 months ago, you held in, you got a lot of gains, right? So let's go back to the chart. And if the same thing happens like it usually happens, we get a beat up September. We talked about this. October starts to rebound, and then you finish the fourth quarter very strong. So that's October, November, and December, right? And this is what happened last year. So I drew some boxes right here. That's what these 3 boxes are. This is essentially September, right? Even last year, we had a bearish July and August. We hit a bottom in September. That's about 30 days right here. Then we transition into October. That is another bottom, just a full bottom has formed here. And then this is what happened. Boom. November and October to finish the year off went crazy. And if anything is looking the same right now, we'll go back. This is essentially could happen again. Here's September, bearish. So what we need, get my lines out here. What we need is this type of vibe here where we just go like this, maybe not too low. We want to stay here. And then we hit October, and then we creep up, and then boom, right? That's essentially what we want to see if it can mirror what happened last year. That's what we want to see, y'all. So that's a breakdown of Ethereum. And then we're going to go hit the sentiments and everything right now. So the sentiments for Ethereum, okay, still at 82% bullish on coin market cap. All right. The last year, we still up 51%. If we go to the last month, this is what's happening right now. Sideways. We had some hope. We back down. That's what I just showed you on the chart. And then this is the last 7 days, 4,500 to 39. Okay. We want to see what I just showed you on these charts here. We want this to happen. Some sideways action for another 2 weeks. Upside to finish off November, December, and January, if all goes well. All right. So let's go look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is on a similar trajectory. Bitcoin bottoming at roughly 108,000. This area here was resistance, right? Put my drawing out. This was all resistance right here. Now it has become support. We want to see support hold, and then we want Bitcoin to rise like a phoenix once again, going for the all-time high of $123,000. Now, the next thing we're going to do is look at some headline news, talk about the big macro environment for crypto as a whole. Again, make sure y'all say what's good in the chat. Let me know where y'all at. Let me know how y'all feeling, and we'll discuss what else is going on in crypto. All right, here we go. So I thought this one was interesting. This is from Circle. Breaking. Circle is now considering reversible USDC stablecoin transactions. Circle President Heath Tarbert notes allowing refunds in certain cases of fraud would help the stablecoin industry's push to become part of financial mainstream. Think about that, y'all. What they're essentially talking about is clawback. We call that clawback, where if your stablecoin, your money goes somewhere, they can pull that thing back, right? We don't want that. That's against the ethos of crypto. Financial, decentralized finances for the people was essentially a peer-to-peer system. Now it's a corporate government control system on the way. I really like stable coins, but if they implement that, not cool. We don't want to see that. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts about what you're thinking about this here. That's the Genius Act for y'all. That is the Genius Act. All right, next headline we got for y'all. PayPal. Launching today, PayPal links send and receive money as easily as sending a message. Just share a one-time link by text, DM, or email. Live now in the US and more markets soon. Coming next, crypto support for peer-to-peer via the PayPal app, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, PYUSD, that's the PayPal stablecoin, for easy, secure sending across PayPal, Venmo, and supported wallets. PayPal has officially moved into crypto. I think that's positive. We're going to see a lot more of one link sending. We see AI agents doing it. We got different wallets that are allowing it for it to happen, different blockchains as well. Right. So I think that is very interesting, I will say. Very interesting. So another headline I got for y'all. This is about Stellar Lumens. So let's check this out in a moment. Here we go. It says access to 3 billion in real world assets just landed on Stellar. Step 1, on-chain plus live on Stellar. Step 2, turning volume into velocity, getting assets into wallets and powering everyday financial services. I want y'all to check this one out. I'm gonna pull myself off screen and we can give.
Let's start with the slew of announcements that have come from Stellar this month. You announced the integration of PayPal's PayYUSD and Ondo Finance's USDY on the Stellar network, and you also integrated short-term treasuries through Centrifuge and tokenized real estate with Red Swan. I mean, all told, these assets total around $3 billion. So talk to me about the strategy around these integrations and what they mean for Stellar.
Yeah, it was such a great, we announced them all last week at our annual conference, which was in Rio. It's called Meridian. It was so fun to be able to bring this to life with all of the ecosystem there. Bringing assets on chain is such a crucial part of what we see as the really important next step, which is making sure those assets can be utilized for everyday financial services, lending, borrowing, yield, donations, like all the things that you can think about. And so for us, this was just like the first step, and then there's so much more to do. We don't just want these assets to sit on chain to create volume. We want them to actually create visibility. And we think that, you know, we have all of it's been years that we've been developing the payment network and as well as all the on and off ramps globally. So to be able to have these assets to be available to end users and businesses, it just creates this full circle, and it's a really important step.
Stellar said they whipping the pot. Stellar is cooking. I like to follow the Stellar Lumen updates because they seem to be pushing everything forward. And again, one of the things I always keep bringing up as of recently is them putting the gross domestic product information on chain. I think that is a powerful move and a statement of how useful blockchain is. And then number 2, Stellar focus on RWA, real world assets and everything of that nature is always what needs to happen and what needs to be done. So big kudos to Stellar. Let me know what y'all think about that. And then the next one I got for y'all is Ondo. I like to follow Ondo Finance as well because they're making big waves in the crypto. And I know a lot of y'all that be watching the show like the Ondo Finance videos and breakdowns. So we're going to keep that coming. So here we go. The perfect storm: ETF adoption, regulatory clarity, and years of pent-up demand conversion. At this point, it's safe to say that the crypto as an asset class is not going away. That's a fact. I think every family essentially needs to be holding some crypto for the long-term hold. That's just how I'm saying it. Let me know if you agree or disagree.
And Bitcoin and Ether this year hit all-time highs. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's a confluence of factors, really. It's the perfect storm. There was a lot of pent-up demand. I think we saw that when the ETFs launched, even under the previous admin. This particular administration has started to provide some more regulatory clarity, and there's were a lot of institutions that were really waiting for that to happen. So I think it's just pent-up demand from the past years that has accumulated and that now really start to reflect itself in market prices. I think at this point, it's safe to say that crypto as an asset class is not going to go away. Even 4 years ago, when I would speak to institutions, that was still the question, like, is this stuff going to stick around? People right now understand it's not going away, and as a result, feel more and more comfortable allocating a certain percentage of their portfolio to the asset class.
And Bitcoin and Ether this year hit all-time highs. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean...
Okay, so what they're saying in this clip is that we have pent-up demand. All the people who haven't been in crypto want crypto. That is being shown by institutions for sure. ETFs, right? I talked last live stream, the trading of ETFs, like they have options for the people who like to day trade, people that like to swing trade, people that like to use leap options, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months out, deep swings, right? Stable coin adoption. Institutions are tapped into the stable coins. And then we have regulatory clarity, obviously the Genius Act, the general crypto bills in general, and then as well. So it's good to see that. And before we head to this next one, I do want to check in on these charts here. So this is the sentiment for Algorand, the video I dropped last week or so, technical analysis. People were really enjoying that. It was a great breakdown. So we're just going to catch up a little bit with the price action in the last 7 days. Obviously, like everything else, we got to pull back. Community sentiment at 86%. Then we have down 17 in the past week, right? Less than a $2 billion market cap. If we pull up here, draw the peak from the high of July, where it hit about 33 cents, and pretty close to the peak of December, we have broke under the 200-day moving average. We have broke under, ladies and gentlemen. So these levels here have been broken. It has to hold 20 cents, just like Ethereum has to hold 40 cents or 4,000-ish, 3,900. It has to hold these levels, or we're potentially going a lot lower. So levels here, if Algorand can hold, we will probably see 17, 18 cents. That's in this range right here where this pink is at. And again, like I said, with Ethereum, if Ethereum can't hold, we're most likely looking at 37, 3,600. So we have to be aware, be very cautious right now. Now let's go look at Axelar. Axelar has a sentiment of 86% in the community. It's over 17,000 votes. So we got a lot of people still bullish no matter what they're seeing from the charts. The last 7 days, 16%, similar to a lot of other coins here. And if we go over to last 7 days here, you got Bitcoin down 7. So obviously the big dog holds up a lot better. Ethereum almost 16. XRP about 11. BNB actually held up really good at 3. Solana down 21. Dogecoin 19. Tron 5. Cardano 17. ENA USD, that's a stable coin. Hyperliquid 30%, right? And it's still in the top 15. I'm impressed. Chainlink down 18%. These are essentially discounts, one would say, if you still buying. Avalanche 18. So the consensus is double digits, easily double digits, that most cryptos are down, except Aster up 200%. Let me know if any of y'all been checking out Aster. I've been seeing only about it recently on the timeline. Damn. It's 2,000% in 1 month. Damn. Now that's crazy. That is crazy. I don't even know what blockchain Aster is on. Perps. Perpetual contracts. Okay. Damn. So people was trading a lot. Wow. So that's a whole nother thing, y'all. That is a whole nother thing. All right. So this next segment, y'all, I wanted to really check out was Kaspa, and we'll do another deep dive. This is a first initial reaction to checking out Kaspa. People have been putting it on my radar. So let's check it out, y'all. Kaspa, beyond the block. Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. Okay. It is the first block DAG, a digital ledger that enables parallel block creation and instant transaction confirmation. It runs on a robust proof of work engine designed to handle up to 10 blocks per second without compromising security or decentralization. 10 blocks per second. Okay. Okay. Kaspa is a community project, completely open source with no central governance, following the ethos of coins like Bitcoin. Respect. The coin was fair launched without pre-mining or any other allocation of coins. And you can read all the dev. So 2021, proof of work, 0.1 second block time. Okay, max supply 28 billion, market cap of 2 billion. So technically speaking, Kaspa, next gen mobile wallet, command line, third party wallets, fastest transactions, instant scalable. This is big Algorand vibes, big Stellar Lumen vibes. I listed on a lot of exchanges. Okay. Has any of y'all used Kaspa? I want to see what the DeFi is like. Essentially, it looked like it's smooth, though. That's what I do see. See the contributors. The founder, Jonathan Saplinsky. Okay, they look like some developers here. Definitely look like some developers. All right, let's go check out Kaspa on CoinMarketCap. All right, so this is what you're working with on Kaspa. In the last year, Kaspa was down 53%. All-time chart up 4,000. I mean, it's a nice looking chart for all time. So if you bought in that bear market, damn, you did good. I like the all-time chart. So it's at a discount right now. $2 billion market cap, 64 million in 24-hour volume, max supply of 28 billion Kaspa with 26 billion out. Supply crunch is coming. Again, it's on a lot of exchanges. Community sentiment is actually the most bullish one we've seen. Breaking news, Kaspa 24-hour countdown has commenced. Check on, okay. People are bull posting Kaspa. Let's go check out their Twitter. like to check out Twitter. If you're in crypto, you definitely got to be looking at the Twitters. If you're watching the stream right now, say what's good. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Do you accept Kaspa? So a merchant index, I'll check that out in a moment. All right, let's see. Kaspa, does it look like a Kaspa card? They're saying fair launch over CZ owning most of the Binance supply. Mostly just talking about transactions and speed. Doesn't look like they have much products out. Interesting. This here is where it's Kaspa accepted. Find places that accept Cas. Los Angeles, Hopper, California, a few places in the United States, a few places in Europe, one place in Africa, look like Nigeria, Tech and Gadget, a few places around the world. Kaspa accepted here. Okay. So we're gonna dive a little bit deeper as well on a solo video, but that's very interesting. It's talking about its speed. It's talking about its scalability. All of the good stuff that you actually need in a layer one. Looks like they have some type of businesses with cards, people using it. Most bullish sentiment I've seen. Proof of work like Ethereum and Bitcoin, well, formerly known as Ethereum, Bitcoin. But yeah, I don't see much products. The price chart for an all-time chart does look good, in my opinion. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, y'all. That's what I got for y'all today. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all was a little quiet in the chat, unlike the last one. But again, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all on Passive Income Network, aka Pin Crypto. Until the next time, we're gonna tap in with another video or another live stream. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Till the next time, y'all. Peace.
Passive income. Gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals. Told my girl it was simple.